He said it. I mean, I'm just saying. I'm saying if it's possible out there in Texas, it's probably I don't know who he was pimping, but I'm saying some people just be saying anything. But he said that's what he used to do. So I mean, it is what it
So
is.
so what Wednesday was probably alluding to with you is that Black Diamond on Black Diamond's live, Slim's, I think this is his baby mom, the mother of his child. She came up and said Slim um essayed, this is all alleged, guys. I don't know if this is the truth. Essayed one of his cousins and shared that with her. And Slim and her got into it on Diamond's live. And Diamond was like, please do not do this on my live. Slim, do not bring this up. And Slim said, you're sharing. And he was going off. He was going off.
Was he convicted? Was there any convictions or any
They didn't get to
cases?
that part.
Anything?
They didn't get to that
Um,
part. TV had but Slim basically said it wasn't him who molested the guy. Can we say that up here? It was the guy who molested them, and they were both the same age. This is what he's saying. It was a disabled cousin, allegedly, yes. But it brings me to this point. Slim came up in my live, yelling and screaming, just going crazy, about us talking about Patrick being a CAer, and literally told people once he got on my live to come and mass report my live, get me banned and all this stuff. He went in his live and said that. And it brings me to it's like, why did you do all of that? Is it because you have this same past and you're trying to keep this conversation simmered down so that nobody can bring it up? But now it's all brought up. And what we are finding out with a lot of backgrounds of these people is that they have a history of some of these people have a history of abusing women and children. A
yeah,
lot of them.
you're right, and you gotta understand, abusers, they always find a way to connect. You know what I'm saying? They always find a way to connect, and I know that. You know what I'm saying? 100%. And it's a sad situation. Even if that didn't happen, if you say that you used to pimping women to me, that's still a form of abuse because the fact is, most women who gets into that type of industry, they either been through something or they are not working with a full deck because of something. So for you as a man or a woman to feel like it's okay to pimp anyone, it's just disgusting to me. It's a emotional abusive thing. So even if I can't speak on a whole essay stuff until anything else come out because I don't know what happened with that and I'm not gonna talk on
Yeah.
it. But one thing I do know is Slim have said some disgusting things in the past that just make you go, what? Wait, huh? But it's just like them. But see, one thing you need to understand is they all know who to talk to and talk about on this app. You see, Jeanty, Patrick have spoken about me, but whenever Patrick speak about me, he blocked me so I can't see the live. You know what I'm saying? He will block me.
Mm.
Like now, he just blocked me again, and I heard he was talking about me. You have never, like, how you will come on my live and you'll see how the comments are open and the box is
Yes.
open and Patrick's face would be in the background. You would never see Patrick have my face in the background, box is open, and then he's not blocking me. Unless he's watching this now, he probably tried to do the whole shit. He even took the name that I call him, the whole Jeanty, Tea, that came from
Yes.
me. All of that, him saying respectfully, that came from me. He said that in his live, but he said, "Oh yeah, yeah, like you always said respectfully." You're sitting here taking shit. You're picking up my characteristics and telling me that I want to be like you. No one wants to be like you. Respectfully,
No.
like I don't think that I want to be a grown man. And when people look my name up on Google, it says child neglect, child abuse, endangerment of a child, bodily injuries, and all of this shit. I would rather have one follower in the world on TikTok than to have that on my name because that's going to go wherever you go, that is going to track you down. And the day before yesterday, I called my lawyer up. I saw my lawyer. I met my lawyer in the park because we usually chill or whatever. And I had her to literally look at everything that Patrick been saying. And she explained to me a lot of things that made sense that I already fucking knew, that you can go to Chat GPT and fucking get the basics information on this. His records are still open to the public. They're not expunged. They're not sealed. We're not lying. There's no defamation. He's not going to sue us. No attorney or lawyer is even going to pick up this damn case simply because he don't even have enough funds for it. And I'm pretty sure you hear scholars say this, but this is a real thing. Lawyers might say, okay, well, that's a good case. But if it's not like a real good case that they know for a fact that they're going to beat, like you walking in Walmart and the shelves falling over you, they're not going to say, pay me later. They want their money now.
Up front,
Because they're
yes.
going to look at you like, you ain't got no credit, you ain't got no money, I need that money now.
That's a fact. And I also had a conversation with a lawyer. I have lawyer friends everywhere, right? And so we know that his record is public. We can talk about it as much as we want. So and I don't know why he's creating that I do know why he's creating that narrative. So he can fearmonger. So people will not talk about it. But you're right. As soon as you pull his name up, that is what's correlated. He will never get a deal. He will never get any more sponsors. I put this on his information in so many groups. It'll set your head spinning. His money is going to be stopped. That's pretty much what's happening right now. And that's what he's angry about.
And he only got away with getting on TikTok for being a child abuser because TikTok don't do background checks.
Yes.
Like if you make a TikTok account, they don't ask you, oh, what's your social security number and all of that type of stuff. So anybody can get up here. Now, once people start reporting and sending things in, it's going to be a problem. And hopefully in August, TikTok is supposed to be doing like some red carpet event out in New York City that I'm gonna be going to, and I'm gonna go right to that motherfucker, and I'm gonna go there and try to network. Hopefully that they still do it in New York City. If they do it in New York City, I'm telling you, the first person I know who have any type of connection with TikTok in a hard way, I'm gonna show them that his profile, and I'm gonna show them that there is a child abuser who is on this app who hurt children. And it doesn't even say, oh, somebody who is currently doing it. It says people who have done harm to children have, meaning in the past, you have no business on this app whatsoever. The same treatment that Silverback Dick got, the dude who abused his special needs stepchildren, is the same exact thing that Jeanty deserved to get. Simple is as simple as that. Because if that was you or if that was me, they would not want to hear it. And people need to understand this too. And I'm gonna say this. I looked at Patrick's analytics. His analytics are dropping tremendously. The only analytics that are going up on Jeanty's platform are people viewing his stuff, and that's because people want to know who is this abuser. So yeah, his engagement is going up, but his followers are dropping. And if you know anything about his account, he has been struggling to get 800,000, a million fucking a million followers for a very long time. So for him to be dropping followers, that's going to be a big issue for him because he's never going to hit a million. And he's also purchasing followers and clout too. That's why when he went to TikTok, he's sitting here saying, oh, I got people in a TikTok agency who can do this, and I got people on TikTok. So why you got rejected from the verification program? You got rejected from the verification program, and you almost got 1 million followers, my guy. And you know somebody at TikTok, and you got to protect, so they can protect your account, and you can make them all this money, but they can't give you a blue check. And the only reason why Aunt Karen got her blue check was because she ended up getting into news articles. Getting a blue check doesn't mean that you're famous or you're actually there. If you go and get some publishing from a viral publisher, they would basically give you the blue check because naturally they're going to see you as a public figure or someone who needs to be seen as legit. So they throw the blue check on you. So Aunt Karen lucked up out of all of them to be able to get her blue check. But even if you go on that side of the TikTok, she's fighting for her life for content. That's why she's draining Sean and Shanice's life. Everything Sean and Shanice is doing, Aunt Karen is right behind them. None of them really have any real content, Rhea. They don't really have nothing. Without content creators like us who keep speaking about them and talking about them and keeping drama, they don't really have nothing. They don't
That's
have
so
shit.
true. They don't. I'm glad you're bringing this to light because I've been sitting and listening and telling people the same thing over and over. But sometimes it takes two people that's, that can speak, that is articulate, that is not wild and it just taking the topic off, taking us off topic to get to the point. And this is what I've been saying for a very, very long time. We are their content. The longer we fight back and forth with them, the more we mention them, the more we help them gain followers. And you're right. His analytics look terrible. And he is losing followers. And that's why when people say the movement is not moving, they don't know what they're talking about. That's why I don't care. I got a question for you, TV Head, because this is what's been coming up on and I don't know much about it, but and I'm not going to lie to you, it did throw me off yesterday. I got a very interesting DM on my Instagram page. Tap the screen, like and share, please. I only see 59 shares. It's 278 people in here. Someone hit me up and said that, and I hate to talk about this and you tell me if I should just not even talk about this at all. But they said that Patrick is a part of something called the Fold, and that I must watch my back because these people are dangerous and they will cause me harm.
Let me tell
And
y'all
I don't know
something.
anything
Let me tell you
about these
something, Rhea.
people.
First of all, let me tell you something. Anybody that's on my side of the TikTok ain't got to worry about nobody, respectfully. Everybody who's on my side of TikTok is well protected. We are not going to let nobody do anything to anybody that's on our side of TikTok. It's just that simple. I can handle a whole fucking box of people. If anybody come after you, you don't even have to say nothing. Just tag me in the live and I'll go deal with them myself, respectfully. Last but not least, there is no such thing as the Fold. It's a
Okay.
myth. It's an old group of TikTokers who was once upon a timers with this dude who was up here lying about his credentials, fake certificates, since we want to talk about fraud, coming up here showing these fake certificates, this dude with these colorful beards and all of T Nathan and all of them, and it was like a little movement, little Boy Scout, Girl Scout thing. They ain't no they're not elite. No one is hashtagging them. You don't really hear nobody with the Fold in their background. They're all separate entities. They don't even use the hashtag no more. I don't even think that hashtag is even getting used that much by Jeanty and I Speak and all of them and everybody who was a part of it. So just imagine a bunch of people in high school who's like 40 plus who got together and created a game. Like that's what the Fold would basically essentially be. You have never gotten in a live and it was a bunch of people in a Fold going after one person. You know what I'm saying? So the Fold is just some TikTok legend that's going around, but they not no Illuminati, just like the llamas. They all cowards. All of them are cowards, bro. They're all cowards. They're all cowards. None of them want no real smoke. They don't. They don't want no real smoke from nobody, especially me. I'm the worst person to have in your box because I have too many receipts. Too many receipts. And this is another thing. When you go to like Jeanty's account and you go to like I Speak account and other people account and they be talking, they just be talking. No, 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 no. While I'm talking to you, I'm also bringing the receipts up live. They know that is dangerous for them. So they be like, no, we can't fuck with TV Head. He might got something. He might got something. I don't know. He might got something. So the only time my name ever really get brought up is like in a cliche manner, right? It might be Jeanty saying something like, everybody hating on me, Scholar hating on me, Rhea hating on me, TV Head hating on me. Or they might get together collectively and put my picture there and block me, but they're not going to do me like they would do you or how they would do. They're not going to even do Scholar like that because they so afraid of being doxxed. But they know who the F with on here. You know what I'm saying? And you're real vulnerable to them and you're an easy target for them. But the problem is also is the fact that, you are on this side of TikTok. So the fact is, if I see the disrespect, then I'm gonna have to get involved. And I'm pretty sure they know that. I'm pretty sure they know that shit by now.
Yeah, that's what they've been doing. They've been going into my IG, they've been going into my Facebook, and I expected some of this stuff, but the threats, like those DMs, I'm not gonna lie, I was like, wow, so these people are gonna. And then this guy came inside, watch me, watch to me, something. Watch, I don't know her name clearly, and I always mess it up. But she's probably in here. And he came in talking about how his son was unalived, and so that just was like, wow, this is getting crazy. And how he's a, I guess he's a Patrick supporter, and I didn't know that. I didn't know what I was walking into. I was still talking about the situation between police and I. And I don't know if you heard about that, but
Yeah,
this.
police,
Go ahead.
the police. Here's the thing about police, and I'm gonna say this, and I always say this. I'm a victim of SA or whatever, so I know what sexual assault is, right? So when I heard her speak about sexual assault, I said, with you, based off of what you are saying, because what's crazy is I have seen police's lives before I saw I Speak lives. I didn't know I Speak at this time. I didn't know who she was talking about when she was saying that there was somebody up here that sexually assaulted her. I was listening to her. I knew police account before I Speak, and I found I Speak through Patrick's live or whatever. So to put everything in a nutshell, when I heard her say what SA was, I'm like, well, that wouldn't be SA because it's called sexual assault for a reason. There has to be something sexual happening within the assault. Now, he probably assaulted you, verbally abused you, or something like that. And if I feel like if you would have went that route, of saying you have been assaulted or verbally abused by him or emotionally abused by him with that situation, it probably would have gave you a little bit more of, okay, we understand where that comes from by the situation of what she said happened in a bathroom and all that type of stuff. So I don't believe that I Speak sexually assaulted her based off of what she said. But I do think that I Speak probably did do something or say something that was emotionally abusive to her or something that scared her because of what type of narcissistic bastard he really is. And I didn't really know that I Speak was a real narcissistic bastard until I really start to hear how he actually speak, to not just to women, but just in general. In general. And then when that whole situation transpired with him and his wife, and he retaliated, that also showed me what type of man he is. And it goes back into what I say in my life. My wife can get up here and cry her eyeballs out and tell y'all that I done DV'd her and everything. As long as I know there ain't no proof, I'm not arguing with my wife on no app. I'm not retaliating. I'm not going to retaliate with my wife. I'm not getting up here explaining a story. Like, if you want to go ahead and embarrass yourself and put our business out there, you go right ahead. Until you can pull up some facts, it ain't gonna work over here. If your followers want to believe that, let them believe that. But I'm not coming towards you. And then when he was out here speaking about how he wasn't supporting her business, of course he's not going to support your business. He's narcissistic. He
Yes.
don't want you to prosper. He don't want you to grow and get the likes and followers and all of that. With the big platform that he has, he's supposed to make sure that his wife have at least equivalent enough, same amount of followers. That's what you're supposed to do when you love your person, your significant other. When I first got on this app, the first 3 weeks I got on this app, I was promoting my wife's crowns that she made. If he's like, oh, why you wearing those crowns on your head? Because that's my wife's business. I don't give a fuck. If my wife made wigs and she sell wigs, I'm going to promote her fucking wigs for her. That's my wife. That's her business. That's our bag. That's our income. I don't give a damn about oh, you ain't supposed to be wearing no wig. You a man. No, that's my wife. I'm going to go hard for my wife. We're going to go hard for each other. That's how we rock out. So how all these other people move is ridiculous. And when I found out that the stuff that he was doing when he denounced his wife's suicide and denounced his wife's suicide, and he also denounced the trauma she was going through, it was just crazy. And I'm like, damn, bro, you really up here cooking. You gonna cook that woman? Like, you gonna tell people her suicide wasn't real and it was fake?
That was
I was
scary
like,
to me.
damn. Yeah.
That was scary that he did that to his own wife. And I feel so, I never speak on her because she, to me, is the textbook example of a woman that has been emotionally abused, that has
Hmm.
dealt with a narcissist, that has been like depleted of like self-esteem. Like I was watching her video the other day and she was laying on the bed. Oh, I'm going to get teary eyed. That's why I don't like to talk about this subject. She was laying on the bed and she was like, somebody made to put a comment and she was like, it's the comment said, when you love someone, even and you still have to leave them. And she was like, that part. And she's laying on the bed. And this is not a woman faking her heartbreak. She still loves this man, even though he got up here and he disparaged her name, talked about her like crap, like didn't want to give her money and said all these things. And she still loves him. She still doesn't get up here and like she could have been in my live at this point talking about him, diminishing him. She won't do it. And it's like that is a textbook example of a woman who's been abused emotionally. And I can tell you from my experience what I speak, when he attacked me in my inbox, I couldn't believe it. I mean, he just goes off. And I'm
Wait,
like, if
what?
he's going, yeah, I'm going to send it to you now that I'm going to go to your IG. I'm going to send you everything when this man attacked me on my inbox because I wouldn't. And that's how it all started with me, them and I, because he wanted me to unfollow Polisa. And I refused to. I wanted to hear what she had to say. I wanted to I wanted, if this is what she said, if she experienced it, I too am a survivor of SA. I wanted to be able to listen to her content and bring my followers. My following wasn't that big at that time. Like my follower isn't that big right now, but I had like at least 3,000 followers. And and at that time I talked a great deal about SA. How could I not go in there and support this woman? And I don't care what you thought. And he like demanded that I stopped following her or stop corresponding with her. And then from that time on, and I'm gonna send you these messages and how he spoke to me. And I said, I don't understand why you're taking this route with me, and I don't understand why people believe that by disparaging you
Not
and
to cut you off.
denigrating
Have you
you.
said? Now, have you ever said anything to him in the past? He just so like what led him to come to you? Like what made him say, you know what, I'm about to come to Heart Inbox? Like, did y'all have like any
We were
lives together?
we was mutuals at that time. Yes, we used to do lives together. I used to do all his stuff. He used to come in my lives. He used to talk. Like I didn't when I first started this. Like I said, I always talked about anti-racism, SA. These are my topics. Never PPP loans. That's ridiculous. And so he came in my live speaking up, like he was supporting me. I used to go on Everybody's Live, Voodoo Bay's Live. So I was very much like in their little circle. And when I refused to stop following Polisa, that's when I became the target. And that's exactly how it went. Next thing you know, Patrick is jumping on me. And it's like, what are you jumping on me for? I don't get this. And it all started with who I think is their leader, I Speak. Yeah, I'm going to send it to you. So when he handled me that way, and I'm a total stranger, like, not that you should be respectful to strangers, because I mean, not saying that he should treat me better than he treats his own wife, but to totally go batshit crazy on somebody that you have no emotional connection with, that you have never like there is no like we're not friends. Like just to go batshit crazy in my inbox was odd to me, and that let me know that something ain't right with him. That even though if it wasn't SA, because I mean, I think it was more sexual harassment in that case. But the way she describes it anyway, what I would consider sexual harassment, the fact that he did that to me and was trying to bully me not to be in her live, not to bring not to bring my followers in her live, and then try to make give me an ultimatum, which I do not do well with. Nobody can give me an ultimatum. It made me look further into it. It made me want to
What?
support her in the way. Huh?
This shit is no. I'm like, this shit sounds disgusting. Like,
Yeah, that's what
and
he did to me. That's how this
that
all
sounds
started, TBA.
disgusting. That is disgusting. Like, I'm not even trying to be funny. Like, and I know Skylar probably got something to say, but like, since there's 300 people in here, I would love to bring awareness of a live, um, of I Speak, basically bashing. Well, he's basically getting cooked by a black woman. Of course, he's arguing with her, and in his live, he came after her because she basically was saying that she feels like as a 20-year-old woman, a 50-year-old man should not be trying to talk to her.
Right.
And she was saying, because that's just, in her opinion, like, as me being a 20-year-old woman, I don't think a 50-year-old man. So I speak as like, it's either you grown or you grown. And she like, yeah, well, I'm grown, but I'm just saying, I don't think that I just feel like it's nasty that a 50-year-old man would talk to me. So he was getting eaten up by her in his own comment sections, right? So, she made a hypothetical thing. She was like, what if you had a daughter and she was 20 and he's like, oh, don't talk about my effing kids. Don't. And they like, huh? Everybody like, wait, huh? I got the video. So they deleted the video off of TikTok. It was deleted. So it's a good thing that I downloaded it, because if I didn't download
Good.
it, it would be like one of those videos that just get like lost in the archive and it never happened. But this video really shows how disgusting this man really is, and how humiliating he is. I'm gonna send it to you, Ty. I got you. And how
Can you send
disgusting
it
he
to
is.
me
So
too so I can post it? Do you mind
yeah,
me
yeah, yeah.
posting it?
Yeah, yeah. And it's like, I don't know why nobody didn't stand behind this black woman when this man said that and try to do that and weaponize his children on her and destroy her.
He does. They do. They won't stand behind black women. These guys is like terrible. Like people are literally scared of them. I have women in my DM like, please do not tell that I contacted you. I do not want them to attack me, but this is what happened to me from them. It's all the time that I get these type of DMs. People are afraid of them. Y'all don't get this. Like people are afraid of them. Women are afraid of them on this app. That's what it is.
For so many
And
long. Not even just women, white people scared of Jeanty because of the shit that he be saying to them. So they got to take abuse, verbal and emotional abuse from him when they sitting in his live. They got to listen to him say the most prejudiced bull crap. You got Eb up there who keep trying to act like she's not Caucasian, she's not a European and black, and she always trying to make it seem like she's for the community and all of that. But we know she's battling her own identity. You got DUA over there. He don't know if he want to be a Muslim or a non-Muslim. Like it's just a hot mess over there. You got Jeanty. He's a grown man. One day he's gay, then he's bisexual. Now he's pan. Next year he's gonna be a squirrel. They just all confused over there, Raya. They don't know. They are
you broke up.
feel like they're sitting on their throne.
You broke up. You broke up. You broke
You
up,
said
dear.
what, Ray?
You broke up. We didn't hear the last end, and I wanted to
Oh,
hear
my
what you
bad.
said.
No, I was just basically saying, like, they don't really, long story short is they don't really have no friends. Like, this app makes them feel like they are superior because those numbers, those likes, those followers, it really makes them feel like, they are better than other people. They look at you like, oh, your voice doesn't matter because I'm bringing followers over here, or you got 10,000 and I got. But bro, you've been having these same numbers for damn near since I had 1K followers on this app. Like, so I'm trying to really figure out like what's really going on. Like, so when you got to sit there and determine somebody's voice based off of how much clout they have, it shows how narcissistic you are. I'm not going to tell you to come in my box and you got 1,000 followers and tell you, well, because you got 1,000 followers, your voice isn't valid here. Now, I might say if you don't have 1,000 followers and you sit in the comments, you fighting for your life, because that's just what it is. Like, people who just come in here with 2 followers, 3 followers, and 4 followers, you're fighting for your lives in the comment section. But the reality is, you don't see none of these people get on our platforms. My box is always open for any Jeanty follower who want to speak on the situation in any manner. And it goes back into the situation with you and Scholar. Because Scholar briefly said that you was having a live, and you was having a live with a bunch of the Jeanty supporters or some BS like that, or whatever. But what I found funny about that is those followers came into your live, but they won't come in me and Scholar's live and get this work. But they felt like your space was safe because they know you couldn't cook them and you couldn't ask the right questions as fast as we can and put the pressure on them.
So Scholar has his perspective, and Scholar owes me an apology. Um, I didn't go into anybody's live to defend. Like, this is what happened, and Scholar, you're gonna have to apologize because you put me out here on this app, and you just went off, and you didn't even have a sidebar conversation with me. But I went into that live because they were disparaging my name. Like, too many times I've let things just slide. I don't say anything. I just let people say what they say. But yesterday I wasn't for that. Like, I was tired of it. So I went into the live and I had a conversation with each and every person. And I can do that. I'm allowed to defend myself, and nobody's going to take away my voice. Like, it starts to become like, and the only way that I can get on this app is if I'm talking about Jeanty, and that's not going to happen. Like, I get on this app. This is my page. I'm an independent individual, and I will go where I want. That is just what it is. And so, if it's not like people were up here, like, it's not like Scholar was defending me in every box. I have to go and defend myself. I'm being slandered on this app, and I'm just supposed to sit there and take that. No, I went to defend myself, and that's exactly what I did. And I have a right to do that. And we need to stop. We need to put away the ideology that we can control women. Like, nobody's controlling me. You cannot tell me where to go, when to go, and how to go. I do what I want. So if that's the
No, okay,
approach,
but can
if that's the approach, don't interrupt me, please. If that's the approach, and if that's
my
the
bad.
contingency or the stipulation for us to work together, is that you're going to tell me where I can go and when I can go, then we can't work together. I'm an adult. I'm older than Scholar. What I look like letting him tell me what to do? I'm allowed to defend myself, and you're not going to take my voice away in that way. I'm a fighter.
Can I talk?
You can talk when I'm finished. But that's not fair.
All
Like,
right.
you're not going to tell me where I can go and who I can speak to. That is not okay. That is not okay. That's some kind of controlling issues. And it doesn't take away from the message. It doesn't take away from the movement. As you can see, we right back up here the next morning talking about the message, talking about the movement. But I have a right to defend myself. Period, point blank. And if every time I'm defending myself and I'm not talking about Patrick and the way that someone would like me to, and I become an idiot, a clown, this, that. No, I'm not taking that from anybody. Like, that is not okay. So if you want to speak, the first thing you need to do is apologize on how you handled me yesterday, because that was not okay. That is not okay. You
Okay,
cannot do stuff like that.
okay. Well, I apologize already to you on the phone, but I'll apologize again. My bad. But this is my thing. I called everybody in that live an idiot. Not just, I mean, all right, my bad. I called you one because I obviously know you're not. But this is my thing. These Patrick supporters, they're starting lives just to walk around the question. Like, no matter what nobody tells me that, watch me, whatever. That's a Patrick supporter. So every time they start a live, I call Blaze an idiot too. If you want to, I'm not trying to control none of y'all. I'm just saying it's an idiotic thing to do, to go into a live full of this guy's supporters just to spend time and waste time and talk about